Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Goslings of Bermuda, the taste of Bermuda.
This week on Golf Destination, presented by Goslings of Bermuda, we visit the provincial courses of Prince Edward Island, Dundarave, Brudenell, and Crowbush Cove. These stunning courses will impress you as much as the scenery and lifestyle of Canada's #1 golf destination, Prince Edward Island. We take you there next. Welcome to GolfDestination.tv. I'm your host, Grace Dyslinski. We're coming to you today from Prince Edward Island, Canada's #1 golf destination. Prince Edward Island, Canada is charming, and it might be best known for its famous PEI mussels. But the golf on Prince Edward Island takes a backseat to no other golf destination. It offers the convenience of travel by car, boat, and major airlines, as well as a unique culture. The provincial golf courses, of which there are 3, Dundarave, Brudenell, and Crowbush Cove, comprises PEI's finest golf, a unique marketing effort to help you plan and play your next golf vacation. Ryan Garrett from PEI's Finest Golf joins us to tell us more.
When you come to PEI to golf, the thing that strikes people the most after they left is the variety of courses and the number of courses we actually have and the quality of the courses. We're fortunate that each course has its own individual style. So you've got the links at Crowbush Cove, which is a links course, Brudenell, which is very much parkland. Dundarave, again, it's kind of a parkland course. We've got courses that are going to test the very best of player, but we've got courses for the player that is either the beginner or maybe not as strong as someone that is a low handicap.
So Ryan, tell me a little bit more about the wonderful accommodations that people can come to expect here.
At each of our properties, we're fortunate enough to be partners with Rod Hotels and Resorts that have different resorts on each property. So at Crowbush, you've got a beachside resort right on the beach. At Brudenell, we've got executive cottages as well as rooms. We're fortunate enough to have courses that are all situated right on water, be it a river or the ocean. You're always really close to playing right exactly on the water. Being on the water, the wind changes daily, and it can change in the day. And you get winds coming in from the north, the south, the east, the west. So you play a hole one day, you might be into the wind. The next day you come back, or maybe even later on that afternoon, you're downwind. Especially places like Crowbush and Brudenell. And the funny thing about Brudenell is you'll start out in the morning, and at exactly 10 o'clock the wind comes up, and you can almost time your watch by it. When you come to PEI to golf, something that they always remember is the people. Islanders are a pretty friendly bunch, and they're always interested in more about you than maybe you are about them. So when you come to PEI, you're going to get hit with more questions than about you than you may have about Islanders. So we're kind of a friendly bunch. The thing that I like about living here, it's just the pace of life. No one really seems to be in a huge rush. There's not a lot of stress. It's a great spot to live. It's an island way of living.
Thanks, Ryan. The 3 courses comprising PEI's Finest Golf would all be considered top 10 in any respective state in the United States. They offer challenge, beauty, and breathtaking vistas you simply won't find anywhere else.
When it first opened, the links at Crowbush Cove was named the best new course in all of Canada. Still, it remains one of the top courses in the country today.
When you pull in, it's almost a different pace of life. You just kind of seem to slow down. So the hectic stuff that you've left at home, everything just kind of falls by the wayside when you get to Crowbush.
Well, the course opens up going away from the ocean, and the first 5 holes are sort of warm-up holes, and then you step on the 6th tee and the golf course changes. And on holes 6 through 16, you're along the water. The ocean comes into play. It comes into view, it comes into smell, it comes into sound. It's just part of your experience here at Crowbush.
The hole that stands out to most is the par 5 number 11. Just right from the tee box, you get a great view up and down both sides of the beach. It's an elevated tee, looks over the entire golf course as well as the resort. It's kind of one that you'll remember for both the view and the challenge.
There's so many signature holes here, like we think of 16, 11, 8 is a great par 3 along the ocean. From the white tees, it's 165. From the crow tees, it's 230. Even from the whites, you can hit anything from a 3-wood to an 8-iron, depending on the winds.
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and the main reason we actually came to the island was this golf course. Aside from the fact that it's just magnificent, it's a great everyday track. It's just fun to play almost every day.
Outstanding scenery, absolutely gorgeous, and I had my camera on pretty well every hole. I was taking pictures, and it was so relaxing, and we really just enjoyed playing.
Absolutely beautiful.
Oh yeah, when you look at the ocean and you look at the tees, and it's yeah, very awesome. Yeah.
We've had a couple of wonderful events here at Crowbush. We had a Canadian version of the Skins game here, where we had Mark O'Meara, Fred Couples, John Daly, and Canada's own Mike Weir. We also have had a match with Mike Weir and Vijay Singh back in 2007, which was very exciting as well.
When we hosted the Legends of Golf event with Vijay Singh and Mike Weir, a comment from Vijay was that he was going to start looking for homes on PEI. Crowbush made quite an impression on him.
What I just love about this place is that people come here, they've heard about Crowbush, they're wowed by it when they get here, and they go home happy. That's what we like. That's what wows me every day.
We're here at the Rod Brudenell Resort, featuring the Brudenell River and Dundarave golf courses. The Rod Brudenell River Resort has 2 spectacular golf courses just steps from the hotel's main entrance. Both of these courses are demanding tests of golf in the picturesque setting of mature woods and spectacular river views. Although Dundarave and Brudenell River are literally located next to each other, they offer 2 truly unique golfing experiences.
When you set foot on Brudenell and on the resort, it feels, it smells, it looks like vacation, right? It's a vacation place. You get out of your car, you see the river, like, people are having fun, people are relaxed. Our staff is obviously from the island, so typical island hospitality with all of them. It's sort of our brand. You get the same thing at the hotel with Rod's staff. People are here to have fun and to experience, you know, their vacation in a fun way, and that we find we have success with that. I would say of all the courses I've played anywhere in the world, it's probably one of the most balanced course in terms of, you know, having dog legs, short par 4s, long par 4s, same thing, a good mix of par 3s and a good mix of par 5s as well, which good hitters, skilled players can hit into, so it affords a chance to make up for some mistakes early in the round. So a very well balanced course, very pretty to look at. Dark green grass, white bunkers, a lot of different trees, some flower beds peppered throughout the course, and obviously the view of the river. It's very pretty. It's a pretty course which offers actually an interesting challenge for all levels of golfers. So for someone, you know, who struggles a little bit, can still roll the ball to the green and the ball will feed into the green at Brudenell, which is a great feature. And the good golfer still has a challenge because the greens are not all that big. So the greens, you know, the accuracy on the approach shot is a premium. There is some movement on the greens, not such big tiers, but more constant slope from back to front on a lot of them. You see it as you approach the green, so you can start reading the green, you know, as you're walking. So a good challenge for everyone.
A hole that sticks out in my mind at Brudenell is maybe this most scenic hole or the best hole, signature hole, whatever you want to call it, would be the par 5 number 11. Runs right along the river, good risk-reward hole, a good drive off the tee, gives you an easy chance at a birdie on number 11.
I meet a lot of people from away. We call people that aren't from the island away, and they just marvel at the playability of the course, how well it's maintained. Just one of their favorite courses of all the courses they play on the island.
It's got 6 par 4s, 6 par 3s, 6 par 5s, and it's fairly well open. There is some bush, but it's fairly forgiving.
Dundarave is named after a Scottish castle, and it features over 120 bunkers with the rich red soil of Prince Edward Island.
Very large, huge property, like very spacious. Large fairways, fairly large greens, 121 bunkers. So from the tee you get a look of, wow, you've got the red sand, you know, the light green, and some fescue in some areas. So it's got this wild look, but once you get to the fairway, you know, you look right, you look left, there's actually a lot of room for that little ball. There's a few forced carries, but the greens are fairly approachable, so people can still roll the ball to the green. You know, the bunkering is definitely one of the main challenges on the course. They are a little deeper, so, you know, greenside bunkers, and fairway bunkers are as well are a little deeper than the usual fairway bunker on most courses. Every hole on the course is basically in its own world. You don't see any other holes of either courses. It's quite a different experience for most golfers. They don't see that a lot.
Probably the best hole at Dundarave is number 8. It's a tough drive. You have to drive over a gully to a narrow fairway. Looks right over the river, over most of the rest of the property. It's usually like a wedge or an 8-iron into the green, but it's a tight green. You leave there with a par, you're pretty happy.
Dundarave is twinned with this course, and it's got bigger greens, faster greens at times, very generous fairways, and very picturesque setting as well.
Very challenging courses, winds changing all the time, condition beautiful, and if I ever learn to putt, I'll have fun.
And bald eagles all over the place.
The members are all friendly and eager to help visitors. The layout of the course, the friendliness of the staff, the weather, it's just a good golf course to play. It's just a friendly, homey attitude.
Rod Hotels provide 4-star facilities both at the Rod Crowbush Golf and Beach Resort and the Rod Brudenell River Resort here on Prince Edward Island. PEI's finestgolf.com is a great resource to choose your next PEI golfing vacation at any of these 3 world-class facilities. You can also call their dedicated staff at 1-800-235-8909 for information on packages, golf, accommodations, and everything that makes Prince Edward Island Canada's #1 golf destination. Welcome back, I'm Grace Dyslinski. Recently, drone footage was captured over these 3 stunning golf destinations here on Prince Edward Island. When the links at Crowbush Cove were opened in 1994, it was heralded by national publications such as Golf Digest. This now mature golf course looks as though it was created during the Earth's beginning. It has spectacular vistas overlooking the Gulf of St. Lawrence. this fabulous layout was the work of Canadian architect Tom McBroom. The property that it sits on is like playing in a nature preserve. Even the holes that don't have water views are memorable for their contours and bunkering. The course weaves through protected coastal sand dunes, saltwater marshes, and mature Canadian pine trees. On the eastern side of the island, the Brudenell River Resort boasts 2 world-class golf courses. Dundarave was designed by the acclaimed architectural team of Dr. Michael Hersden and Dana Fry. The red clay on the bunkers is the signature feature when you play through this fantastic layout. The course offers subtle elevation that requires thought and precision on every shot. Located on the same property is the equally impressive Brudenell. This course demands accuracy off the tee, but it is a very fair golf course. It's a walk through the Canadian forest that makes you feel as if you're alone in the woods. Several holes border the Brudenell River, offering fantastic vistas and the opportunity for your tee ball to get wet, so focus on your shots and not the beauty when hitting your ball. Designed by C.E. Robbie Robinson, Brudenell is considered a sister course of Dundarave, and it features an entirely different golfing experience. The 3 courses that comprise PEI's finest golf are 3 courses that would fit perfectly on anyone's bucket list.
Welcome back to GolfDestination.tv, presented by Gosling's Rums of Bermuda. When we visited Prince Edward Island, the crew and I were captivated by the island's natural beauty. We'd like to share some of that with you. Well, we hope you enjoyed our tour of Prince Edward Island. This is just one of 4 shows we have produced featuring Prince Edward Island, and you'll want to see them all. It's a wonderful golf destination that you should treat yourself to at least once. For more information about the show, visit GolfDestination.tv for air dates and up-to-the-minute information 24/7. Thanks for joining us. I'm Grace Dyslinski.
Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Goslings of Bermuda, the taste of Bermuda. The Preserve, New England's only 4-season sporting community. Avidia Bank. Delta, keep climbing. Presented by Sociable, Original social media programming